Okay, let's talk about the fast-growing sports in the world right now. In Nigeria, of course, also fast-growing, and of course in Oyo State, also very much fast-growing. I have Prince, Bolarinwa Abdulaziz in the studio here with me right now. He's the chief technical coach of Tech Ball Association Federation of Oyo State. If I'm right, am I right?
Oyo State Tech Ball Association.
Oyo State and Tech Ball Association. Okay, most of the Nigerian sports they tend to have federation.
No, it's at the national level they have federation.
Okay, that you call it federation.
Yeah, at the
okay,
state it's usually association.
Good morning. It's good to have you once again. Join us on Sport Palace on this Dial King 103.9 FM. Always a pleasure having you.
Good morning, Mr. Ajibola. Pleasure to be here too.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to have you. Okay, we've been discussing tech ball for the past couple of weeks right now. We've been, you've intimated us with how fast tech ball is actually growing in the world, and of course how it's gradually also developing in the Nigerian scene, and of course what the Tech Ball Association in Oyo State have been doing, and we want to take an holistic look at the growth of the sports once again in Nigeria and of course in the world. But let's bring it down to Oyo State once again. Last time that you visited the show, you tried as much as possible to, ask people to come on board. Can you more like give us a report card of, how people have turned up in the past couple of days?
Thank you very much. Really, the association have been making a very good effort in, trying to see how we can get people to support us, most especially towards the tournament we are proposing to hold in the state. So far so good. I think we are still on it. We've not really, though we are getting some promises here and there, but not yet fulfilled. But I must commend your very self for redeeming your own promise, the little you could offer, which we really appreciate a lot. Giving us one or two balls is part of it. It's part of the interest we're talking about. So we appreciate you, my able presenter, for being part of, the goodies.
That's what we do. That's what we do. Try as much as possible.
For others, we are still expecting. Some have, made some promises but yet to be redeemed anyway.
Okay, I just want to focus once again. We've had the opportunity of having quite a lot of sports administrators, especially on the Oyo State scene, on our program, and it hurts my heart most of the time when they come to tell us that you want to catch them young and you want to bring people on board, you want to entice people, but one of the things that you can make people want to stand with the sports is having adequate facilities. Yeah. But most of the time, the administrators we've always had on board complain about the facilities that they have at their hand, and it's one of the bane that limits the growth of the sports in the country. Yeah. Let's hammer once again on those facilities that you need as the Tech Ball Federation that are very, very inadequate.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate to tell the public that as big as Oyo State is, presently we have only one table.
Only one table
in Oyo State. I've said it over and over. So we really seek the assistance of the public in that area. We need more tables. Under normal circumstances, at least we are supposed to have one table across each local government, at least for the start.
And we have 33
local government
areas. In fact, is one table not too small for a local government?
It's very small, but at least for the start.
If you look at this local government like Ibadan North right now,
very big.
I mean, you look at the schools that we have on board. We have Obakibiyi, we have Ijokodo High School, we have is there they call one Umani Alaga, we have the likes of Emmanuel College. So if you want to bring those students on board, will one table be enough for about the 5 schools?
It is not enough per local government at all. I must be sincere. But we are looking at the situation in the country that if at least we can have for a start a table per local government, from there we pick it up.
Okay, let's talk about the cost of one table.
A table is about 1.5 million.
A table for tech ball?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the tech light, which is the small. Tech light, the latest one, because we have others that are much more expensive than that. There are three categories of the table.
Okay.
We have Tech 1, which is the first product. Then we have Tech Smart, which is second. Then the latest one is Tech Light, which is the cheapest.
the
Yeah,
cheapest.
it's about 1.5 now.
And talking about the differences in the grades and everything, which one is best for training?
This Tech Light is best for training.
Is best
Yeah,
for
it's
training.
basically produced for training
Okay.
because it can withstand all weathers. Yeah.
And just like you said, 1.5 million
1.5
per one
per
table.
one table.
That sounds very
Then the
interesting.
customized ball that is actually produced for playing tech ball is about 20,000 naira per one.
One
Yes.
ball,
One
20,000
ball,
naira.
20,000 naira per one.
That's pretty interesting.
Present. I got all those prices a couple of days ago.
Wow. The growth of sports, it's not a very easy thing.
It's
So,
not easy.
how have you been dealing, with having just one table and managing about 3 local governments in the states?
Yeah. Actually, we've not covered all this local government in the state.
Oh,
We've not. So far, I think we've covered about 10 local governments. We have players coming from different local governments based on our movement here and there, adverts, talk to them, go to some schools, and we have few of them. But because of the distance, majority could not come to Liberty Stadium because of the distance.
okay. The Liberty Stadium is
We
the
have the
one
table
only
at- yes,
training
that's
center
what-
that
yes,
you
that's
have in
only-
the whole of your state.
Exactly, for now. That's the only training center. Because
Okay.
that's the only table we have.
Okay.
Assuming we have more tables, it would have been easier for me to
distribute.
push my coaches,
Yeah.
to man each of those centers. So for now, we have only one center. So we're really pleading on the many people of Oyo State to come to our aid.
Well, I hope they are listening right now, and of course, they come to the aid. This is, one of those corporate social responsibility that you can do for
And
the
of
society.
course, I need to also point it out that even the single table we have, we give kudos to our state chairman, Engineer Adewale Akinjobi. It was his own effort that brought that table in for us.
Wow.
So, and he has actually been doing a lot of, most times he gives us balls, give us training beeps, once in a while. I think he's been trying. So we need support.
Okay, let's quickly, because of our time is fast spent, let's quickly talk about the plans of the, Oyo State Association and of course the Nigerian Federation in the next couple of months. I mean, what are the plans that you have on board? The training we've been training right now, is it all going to be in vain, or what, will be the judicious use of the training after, all the efforts that we are putting into the development of the sport?
Yeah, here in Oyo State, we are planning to hold our first state tournament. That's what we are working towards, really. Then very soon too, in a couple of, maybe by next month or thereabout, the second national series tournament is also coming up.
That would be a standardized competition
Definitely.
for all the tech ball players.
Players across the state in
across-
Nigeria.
Wow, that's very interesting.
So, but I don't know. Tentatively, the last time I got contact from Abuja, we were told that we're going to Jigawa State or thereabout. So I don't know if they've changed the venue or not, but as far as I know for now, the national one is to hold in Jigawa State.
Wow. So aside that, are there any other plans, by the Federation and of course the Oyo State Association?
Like I said, Oyo State is planning its own sport tournament too, the tech ball tournament, the first one, which we also include. We also we're going to fuse two things together: the state tournament intra among our players. Then we're
Okay.
also going to invite a couple of states,
That-
like 2, 3, or 4 states that will also be part of it.
That's pretty
The
interesting.
competition will be in 2 stages. We'll finish the state, then towards the last 2 days, we bring about the invited states that will also play against our own players. We give our best, they bring their best.
That's pretty interesting. Is the prize money or what they are gonna win? Is it gonna be very very palatable and interesting? Someone
Definitely.
like Precious might want to pick interest.
Definitely, I will welcome her there. In fact, I have been on her neck for this past couple of weeks. It depends on what we have on ground, but definitely we're going to have something worthwhile to encourage the players that will participate. Definitely, there will be gifts, there will be some other things from them. We're also expecting. Who knows?
Yeah, Oyo State has always produced, very brilliant athletes and of course sportsmen in the past.
Yes.
Just the last Commonwealth Games, we had about 3 Oyo
about
States
3, yeah.
winning medals, especially in weightlifting category. We've also had some couple of Oyo States, representing Nigeria in the youth games, and of course, I know of one I've been monitoring that was snatched by Doha. Another one was snatched by Kuwait. And looking at tech ball, going forward, we've had news that they are going to be, in the next Olympics, and of course, just like you said,
It's
earlier,
going to be in the next National Sport Festival.
so if anybody is looking to Jackpa, that time in coach right now, so tech ball can be, a particular avenue to Jackpa.
It's a good avenue for you to travel out because one is still new around the world and it's growing fast. We have a couple of clubs out there. Presently, I'm even in contact with some of the
So there are
tech
ball clubs like football clubs.
Yes, in Oyo State we have 16 tech ball clubs.
Wow.
Across about 10 local governments.
Like Manchester United, Chelsea,
Yes.
and of course they sign players, transfer.
Yeah, if you want me
goes
to
on.
measure some of those clubs, I will now.
Oh, okay. Well, for merchandise, our purposes, let's just keep it.
So we have about
conversation.
16 tech ball clubs
Wow.
in Oyo State now that do brings their players to Liberty for training.
Oh.
So then across the world, you have several ones. All states in Nigeria, you also have theirs.
Unfortunately, our time is fast spent. We
No
just have to
problem.
go right now. When next we have you on the show, we'll probably, explore more on the tech ball clubs. If there are leagues that people can go on to, and if they can have a professional.
Hopefully, by
contact.
the grace of God, after the state tournament, by next year, there is every likelihood Oyo State may start a tech ball league among the clubs.
Yeah, thank you very much, for being our guest on the show today, our Principal Lanoa.
I appreciate you
Yeah,
for
my name
having me
is
here.
my name is Ajibola Samuel. It's always a pleasure doing this. Join us again tomorrow for another exciting edition. Stay safe. Au revoir.
At King 103.9 FM.
We love to air your opinion.
People's